Josh Welding. I'm here with Tuerk, who's a product specialist, right?
Senior product manager.
Okay, right on, yep. Right on, cool deal. And he's going to take us through some of the new stuff, the cool stuff that he's excited that Metabo is showing off this year at FABTECH 2021.
Yeah, I am. First of all, thank you for coming by.
Absolutely.
I do appreciate you coming by.
Absolutely.
And anything we can do to help spread the word.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, we do appreciate
Gospel
it.
of Metabo.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, you just saw that very first thing right here.
Yeah.
You said that's a cool
It
plant.
caught my eye.
It's well, it's made in Germany, not by Metabo. I will
Okay.
say. I'll be honest. It's a Bessie. It's a Bessie.
Okay, right on.
But branded by Metabo.
Yeah.
There it is, right there. Metabo.
Well, if you're going to have somebody make something for you, go to the best.
You know,
Bessie's
it's
good.
nice. You just clinch it down.
Yeah.
You're there. Pop that, and you're right back out
That's
again.
awesome.
So it is. It's a great clamp. We use them all around the booth for our displays,
Cool.
and yeah, it's cool.
Those are slick.
It's cool. We'll hang out with that guy. Let's go over here. You ever have a drill kick on you as you break through back in the metal? Right now, it'll just shut itself down. So we've got a safety feature on there that if it kicks,
It senses the kickback and it just,
yeah.
that's awesome.
It has a gyroscopic chip inside there, so it'll measure rotation in all different directions. So when it senses that kick,
That's
it's
awesome.
going to save you. I've already run this against some competitive drills, and I had a big cut on the back of my hand a few weeks ago from the competitive drills.
Right.
Running 2 9/16 self-feed bits through 2x material.
That's awesome.
And on breakaway, it works in left-hand rotation too.
Very cool.
So yeah.
Wow, that's
Anyway,
slick.
it is.
I look forward to trying that.
Yeah. So you've got the safety people out there, the safety guys who are looking to, increase the safety of their operation.
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying earlier, I've had 4 major arm surgeries. Like something like that is.
Yeah. I mean, it is very
something
common for a kickback on a drill and you break a wrist like that.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. Well, there's whichever way I'm going, there's the protection on it. Right
That's
there.
rad.
Yeah. Well, the reason we're here is angle grinders, right?
Absolutely.
Metabo's really known for our angle grinders. So what we're doing this year, we've been in business now in the U.S. for 50 years. And we've introduced our WP11-125 Quick angle grinder in a black version, limited edition, special edition. We think it's going to go over very well. It's on promotion. If you've walked around the show here and looked at some of the other people running abrasives,
Right.
they're probably running that tool.
Running that one. Oh
Probably
yeah,
running that
for sure,
one,
for sure.
So, yeah, features on here. This is just like all of our Metabo grinders. Kind of tells you here on the feature label what we got in the grinder, right? So it's a long life motor. Well, yeah, that kind of tells you what it is.
Right. Yeah.
That's because of the construction that's inside that motor. We have dust protection built into it, so any welding swarf, the smoke,
It's a big
the dust,
deal.
anything that comes through, it ejects it out of the tool before it can do any type of damage.
Right on.
Inside there. Also, we have a complete ceramic covering on the windings.
Okay.
Yep. Again, to protect them from the dust and debris that's going through, to protect them from the abrasion.
Right.
It also helps to keep the tool running cooler because everything is kind of bound together in a one piece of copper bound together will go up with heat quicker than a whole bunch of pieces of copper.
Heat kills tools.
Heat kills them, for sure. Okay, so they've got that. We got one of the features with a Metabo grinder. Oh, let's stick that up there. There we go. Is our safety slip clutch, and that is huge. That's huge. That's that right
one of my
there.
favorite
that little
features.
symbol right there. So built inside the gear housing here is a mechanical safety slip clutch, just like you have in your car. Okay, you got a disc, 2 discs that come together. When you got pressure between the discs, you're going to run that grinder. But when something happens, for example, the wheel binds up on you in the front, that disc is going to slip and allow you to maintain control of the tool rather than it kicking back at you or that disc shattering on you.
Yeah.
There's a video online. Look it up on YouTube. Just search on Metabo clutch. You'll find the video and you can see what can happen.
And on the other hand, if you've ever experienced the other things, you know how important that clutch is.
So many people have come to the show too. I talk about that clutch. They don't know it's there, but I say, have you ever had a disc shatter on you or kickback? Absolutely. Every person has had it happen. So I will say it helps you to maintain control of that tool. It's not an absolute because safety involves not only the features in a tool, there's one other really important, and that's the operator, right?
Absolutely.
It's the operator. If the operator's not going to operate it safely, anything we put in here is not going to work.
You can make anything dangerous no matter how many safety features it has on it if you really wanted to.
All right, so the other thing we got on here, of course, when we have a paddle switch, we don't make a lock-on paddle switch. For safety, again, all of our paddle switch tools will be a non-locking tool. As soon as I let go of that, it's going to shut itself down. The other nice thing that a lot of people don't know is on here is the M-Quick or Metabo Quick Wheel Change System. So many people that come to the booth love Metabo. I say, well, does your grinder have a red button? Or if you go back 7 or 8 years, there's a yellow button? Yeah, for sure. So how do you change a wheel? Well, you look at it, there's no spanner wrench. You know, I don't have a hex key there. There's no way to take it off. So I just break it free by hand.
Yep.
So well, that's not how you do it.
No.
That button means that it's spinning down. Before it stops, push the button. It makes a funky sound, but at the same time, it engages into the top of that safety slip clutch. It doesn't do any damage, but it breaks the quick nut free by about a quarter turn, and then you can just that quickly change out your wheel.
I did not know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I've had that feature on all my grinders for a long time.
We'll go over it. We'll demonstrate it then. We'll demonstrate it over the wheel, okay? So, yeah, so that's the WP11. There we go. The 50th anniversary, limited edition. It's going to be available as a grinder only on promotion now through the end of the year. The map price on it's $99.99. It's normally about $129.
Yeah.
We'll also have a grinder kit coming out with this, and that is going to be in the range of $139. Don't hold me to that.
What comes with the kit?
So in the kit, you're going to get a range of abrasives. You will get a limited edition black tool bag that comes with it. You'll have a very special Metabo 50th anniversary bottle opener. Nice. And that's coming out just in time for Oktoberfest.
Excellent.
So, okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. So that's about $130.
Planning right there.
So yeah. They should be, well, the tool's available now. The kits will be available, I think, at the end of next week. They're being built now. So
very cool,
next week,
very cool.
They will be available.
Yeah, I've already used my black edition, and I dig it.
So one of the other things we're featuring is this guy here. It's Metabo Speedflex wheel.
Yep.
This is, it's pretty special. It's a ceramic fiber disc that is then bonded to a single fiberglass backing. So it's a very hard backing. This makes this an extremely aggressive grinding disc. But what's nice about it, as it heats up a little bit, it does get a little bit flexible as you start to use it. So you can also do a little bit of finishing with it.
Right.
Yeah. But at 36 grit or 50 grit, they're available.
Okay.
And they're available in 4.5 inch, 5 inch, 6 inch, 7 inch.
Okay.
Throughout our range. We'll probably demonstrate that one too. That's the other thing we're kind of focusing on here at the show. I'll show you how aggressive this can be.
Cool.
Okay. For this one, I want you to stand outside. Okay.
All right.
I told you a little bit about the Speedflex first. This is going to show you how aggressive it is.
All right, great.
3/8, like a 3/8 16 grade 8 and 1/4 20 grade 8 bolts on there.
Miles through it. That's awesome.
Just the aggressiveness and performance you wouldn't expect from a what you think is just a thin fiber disc. It's really not.
Right on.
It's really not.
That's rad.
Yeah. And that's kind of the magic of ceramic abrasives today. They're truly amazing material. And on that backing there, it just gives it really the aggressiveness you need. Yet at the same time, you can see the finish I got at the very end. They blended that.
Yeah.
It allows you to finish too as you go.
Right on, man.
Yeah. The other thing I want to show you is over here.
The weld shaver?
The weld shavers. This is a brand new tool. Of course, here at the show, it's the first look. We're introducing this at the show. It's not available yet.
Excellent.
In fact, this is my, I ran it one time in Westchester before I had to come here. So I've got a couple in the States here now. It'll start to sell, I'm going to say late October, maybe early November. We'll have them in stock to go. But this is the first look here, and then we've got a lot of interest in it. A lot of interest. It really expands our beveler line that we have.
I was going to say, I've used the bevelers. I talked my day job into getting one for our shop, and it's incredible. It works so great.
Yeah, beveler line. Of course, we got one that's a 3/8 capacity at 45 degrees, 5/8 capacity at 45 degrees. When I say 45 degrees on these, it starts at 45, but by turning screws here and on the back, you zoom in right there, you'll see that we got a scale, so I can bevel anywhere from 0 to 90 degrees. So, okay, if you're going to chamfer something, it's 45 degrees. You know, the pipe guys want 37.5. Some people come up, they want 22 degrees. Other people come up, they want to bevel at 60 degrees. Without changing the head on ours, it's very simple to change that angle, how you approach the metal.
Yep.
So number one, it's savings, because on competitive tools, you've got to change the entire head to change the angle. And there you're talking $250, $350, $250, $350 just to change an angle in time. Here you loosen 4 screws, you set the angle, and you go right back to work.
Yeah, it works awesome.
Yeah. But you know now, kind of in the family of the bevelers, now we've got our weld shaver. So rather than putting an angle on the plate, so they're your weld prep, now you're going to go back and make your weld bead, and now somehow you want to take that off. Now we love selling angle grinders and abrasives, right? But there's another way to do it. There's another way to do it, and that is the weld shavers. That's over here.
The ergonomics alone from having to grind down welds as opposed to doing something like this, like health and safety wise, such a big deal.
Sure. So this is the weld shaver. Now it's based on the use of, let me grab the red ones here. No? There we go. Square indexable carbide inserts.
Yeah.
You got 4 sides on the insert. So there's a titanium nitride carbide insert. 4 sides to use. When you're running the bevelers, we talk about 600 to 700 linear feet in beveling. Before you, on all 4 sides, before you have to change out the cutters. Now cutters are not that expensive. They come in as a pack of 10 and like $16 a piece.
Like you were saying, it saves time in changing tools the longer they last. They last that long.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now with weld shaver, we're not working on the flat of the cutter, we're working on the angle of the cutter.
Okay.
So on here, our lifetime is going to be reduced a little bit.
Gotcha.
And I don't have that data yet exactly.
Right.
Can I do 200 feet, 300 feet? I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm going to say if it's 700 on the beveler, we're going to be about 200 feet on the weld shaver before you have to change out your cutters.
Okay.
But again, the time savings on it and the labor savings is incredible. What you can do. There's also health and safety benefits to it.
Absolutely.
So first of all, if you're grinding with a grinding wheel, and again, we love selling grinders and abrasives, don't get me wrong.
I've had 4 arm surgeries.
Don't get me wrong.
I'm all about smoother, quicker, cleaner.
So you're going to, no vibration. You know, you're not throwing the dust, the sparks. You're going to throw a couple little sparks, but the dust in the air is reduced.
Yeah.
All you're making here is chips.
Yep.
Okay. The benefit to the material is all the heat is going into the chip. The heat's not going into the base metal.
Yep.
So if you're working on a heat-sensitive material, a stainless steel, you're not going to heat that base metal up and change the characteristics of it all. You're just removing the weld on top.
That's a big deal.
So I'm sure you probably want to, let me say one other thing. Each of these will be sold with a magnetic straight edge.
Awesome.
Okay, which is a nice thing.
Yeah.
So you'll get one with each tool. Now, if you're beveling, if you're going to shave off some weld, and I got 18 inches there or so.
You see that?
You can buy these, and you can just put them together as a little jigsaw puzzle. You know,
yeah.
Fit right together and go all in line.
That's awesome.
I like it. It's a great idea. Are you going to do it? If I got a 40-foot weld to take down,
you're probably not going to take 20 of those.
Exactly. Like we're going to tack down a piece of flat stock or angle iron, tack that down, and use that as your straight edge. But you got to use a straight edge with this. Maybe once you run it 5-6 weeks, you might be able to run it without the straight edge.
Right.
But since it's running in a rotation,
it
wants to kick to the left a little bit. So we're going to use the magnetic guide rail for the end.
Right on.
For the demonstration. So I got to find out where the depth of this cutter is first of all. Okay. So I'm going to come around here to a 0 set. Now with 0 set, the cutters are actually behind the plate. Okay, we do that because you got to get extra depth out of this in order to shave down the weld bead. But we can get very precise with the depth we go into. So each movement of here, each click we call it, or each line, is 4/1000ths of an inch into the metal. So I can get very, very precise. One complete turn, if I come all the way around, then back to 0, I'm at an 1/8 inch into the metal now. So more or less, I'm still an 1/8 inch, I'm still behind the plate, it's still not gonna hit. So what I'm gonna do with my first pass, I'm just gonna find the top of the weld.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do just a quick shave off the top of the weld, so I know I've got my depth to get to, right? So I know how far I gotta get from there down to the plate itself. And for me, at least, it's more of an eyeball kind of thing.
Right.
So I'll get that shave. This is about 1/4 inch high. I'll shave it first, and then I can work down and pretty much end up flush with the plate.
Okay, cool.
All right. Let me set that up here. So that's good. Use the. Just gonna line up the magnetic rail. This kind of neat. It's a single push and turn, and it's locked on there.
Nice.
It's locked on there. So that's a nice feature. Other benefit of the tool. First of all, the handle could be adjusted forward and back. There's no adjustments on the base at all. It's there. It is variable speed, so from 6 down to 1. For mild steel, we're going to run it at 6. You get in some stainless steels or maybe more of a little bit of a heat sensitive or a work hardening material, you want to dial that down into a 3 or a 4.
For what about for like armor? Would you go down to a 1? Would it be different bits?
Armor, I think you need to dig into it. You want to be on full speed there. Yeah, but you're going to have a very slow progression into the material.
Okay,
Sure.
feed
You
rate's
need
gonna really
the power
slow
behind
down.
it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, for that. Since you're here, I'm going to show you. Hang on. There we go. No, not that one. That one. Unbelievable on aluminum. Now for steel, I'm going to do like 3 passes to get down to my base plate. For aluminum, you just plow through. Plow through. And I'm going to give you 2 of these because look at them. Aren't they beautiful?
Diamonds.
They are.
Would you like to have an earring that looks like that?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
There you go. Aren't they beautiful?
That's
Oh
awesome.
my gosh,
That's just a
amazing.
highly polished tungsten carbide insert.
Oh, okay.
So it's just
That
highly
is
polished
so
so the aluminum won't
cool.
stick to it.
Dope.
But I love them. They are and
They
to
are.
work with aluminum with the bevelers in this tool is just amazing.
Very cool.
You make snow.
Wow.
You make
Yeah,
snow.
yeah.
So they're yours.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you. That's amazing.
All right. Let's plug
New
in.
gift you'll only get from Metabo.
I know. Wow.
All right. It makes a little bit of noise. First pass, as I said, I got to find the height of that weld first.
All right.
I'm just going to turn down here until I feel it's just starting to grab there a little bit. Okay.
All right.
So I'm going to back off. Go right. Get flat. I didn't take a lot of material off in that pass, but now I know how high that weld is right there. And I'm going to guess, it's between a 1/4 inch and an 1/8 inch high. So, as I said before, I've got the complete turn is an 1/8 inch. I can find my setting on here. I'm right here. I'm not going to go quite a complete turnaround into it. I'm going to go about 3/4 the way around. So that's going to be, what's that going to be? Like 3/6? No, not an 1/8 inch. It would be,
Something smaller.
yeah, a little bit less than an 1/8 inch. All right, so we'll take that as the second pass. I'm not going to go all the way up. So you can do the first pass, the second pass, and now I got about a 1/16 of an inch left on there. So I know what a 1/16 of an inch on here would be about another half turn.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to do, the line is here. Another half turn is going to bring me around to the backside, but not quite there, because I don't want to undercut it.
Yeah.
I'd rather come back and make one final pass.
Right.
So we'll try it there and we'll see where we are. I'm up just a little bit, just a little high. I'm just going to go a couple more clicks, and we should be flush to the metal then in the end.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, it's safer, it's faster. I'm making chips, not smoke and dust.
Yep. You're not inhaling chips.
Now, depending on the finish you need, you may have to come back with a flat disc and finish that
Right.
up. But
that's gonna happen. You're gonna have to do that either way.
exactly. Saves grinding time for sure.
Dang.
Thank you so much for showing
Thank
us
you.
some of your new toys, and
Nice meeting you.
nice meeting you too.
Yeah.
And enjoy the rest of the show. And thanks for all the information.
Very good.
Demos.
Thank you very much.